Hello guys, I know you want me to talk about CV formatting. How should we format our CV to comply with applicant tracking system? I'm going to tell you now. The first thing you do is starting your CV with your name, and please don't use capital letter. Okay, because some capital letter and some design or font that you're using might make it look like a graphic. So it's not that it won't go, but it is better if you use small letter with each of your name starting with capital letter. Okay, that's the first thing you want to do. Immediately below it, you don't need to use complex style. Okay, just put your biodata. Your biodata will go there. And how do we mean by your biodata? You want to, one, put your address. Okay, you want to put the address there so that you can be contacted. You want to put your phone number so that you can be contacted. You want to put your, if you have access to social media link, you want to put your social media link there. The professional social media that is expected to be on your CV is your LinkedIn profile page. If you have it, you put a link there so the employer can see what you're up to, what you've been doing. If you don't have that one, if it is Facebook you have or Instagram or whatever, put it there. Some employer want to know what you do as a social person. You know, they want to see what your social life is all about because it has some link to the kind of person you are. Okay? And if you have a personal profile website, you want to put it there as well. Okay? Not your organization website, but your personal website. So those constitute your biodata. And if you are doing, or if you are applying for a job where they ask you to use blank CV, please, you have to remove all those sentiments. They shouldn't be there. They will tell you to remove all identifiers. So you need to remove all identifiers. Everything I've been mentioning since are identifiers, from your name to the website and everything. Anything that can link that CV to you has to be removed. The other thing you need to remove for identifier, when I proceed, I will mention it. Okay. Immediately after that, you have your first subheading coming up. Under the biodata, don't put biodata there. Just list those things below your name. The ATS knows what it means. It will capture it. Below them is where you have your first subheading or your first heading, which is your professional summary. Then you put the professional summary. I've mentioned how to do this when I was giving the 23 rules for ATS compliance CV development, the do's and don'ts. So you already know what is required. So you put that one as the next format. After that one, if you are applying for academic position, what will come first is your education background. But if you are applying for a job vacancy, what will come first is your work experience. That is the difference between the two. It's your work experience comes first. And that is where you will put more energy. If you are applying for an academic position, your academic history comes first, and that is where you will put your most of your energy. By the time you go to experience, you want to itemize based on that one. Do you get it now? So That is the difference between the two. Okay? After your work experience, because we are primarily discussing about job vacancies here, okay? So immediately after your work experience, you want to move to your academic qualification. Okay? So that is the next stage. Now, if you want to know what you need to do next, what I want you to do now is click the plus button there to follow us, like this video, comment on it, and share. Now, let's continue. What I want you to do now is to go to the comment section and continue with the next stage of the formatting. I'm going to put everything there. So when you go to the comment section now, you will see them there. Okay? So that you can be able to familiarize yourself with the content, and that is how the format will be. In terms of summary, the first thing is your name in small letters, starting each of the names in capital. Then when you are to save that file, your CV, copy your name exactly and use it as the file name. Don't add anything to it. Move to the about data where you put your address, your phone number, your social media link, and your website if you have any. Then you move to the next one, which is your professional summary. You put in 3 lines, no more than 3 lines. Then you move immediately to your work experience. And your work experience, it has its own peculiar format. Yes, your work experience has its own peculiar format. What comes first is your position, followed by the name of the company and time from when you start to when you finish. Okay? Immediately below that one, there's no heading. You put the job description, you itemize them in bullet points. Then you move to the next one, which I'm going to drop in the comment section so that you continue to follow the sequence. And that is how you format your CV. So let me meet you at the comment section. Remember to click the plus so that you can be notified each time I drop a video. Thank you, and let me meet you there. Bye for now.